Have you ever heard the saying, "What goes around, comes around"? It's a simple idea, but one that holds a lot of truth. Today, I want to share a timeless story that brings this idea to life beautifully. It's the story of a tiny ant and a gentle dove, and it teaches us a lesson that is more important now than ever. Kindness always finds its way back to you. Imagine a hot, sun-drenched day. Everything is still and quiet under the bright blue sky. A little ant, tired and incredibly thirsty after a long day's work, decided to find some water. He scurried along, his tiny legs carrying him as fast as they could, until he finally reached the bank of a wide, flowing river. Ah, water! He thought, his spirits lifting. He eagerly leaned over the edge to take a sip, but the river bank was steep and slippery. As he stretched to reach the cool, clear water, he lost his footing. With a tiny splash, he tumbled into the fast-moving current. The poor ant struggled with all his might, kicking his little legs, but the river was too strong. He was swept downstream, tossed and turned by the waves, feeling his strength begin to fade. He thought his end had surely come. But high up in a tree overhanging the river, a beautiful white dove was watching. She saw the tiny ant struggling for his life, and her heart was filled with compassion. She knew she had to do something, and quickly. Thinking fast, the dove plucked a single, broad leaf from a branch with her beak. With a graceful flap of her wings, she swooped down low over the river and carefully dropped the leaf right next to the struggling ant. It landed on the water like a tiny, green rescue boat. The ant, seeing his chance, scrambled onto the leaf. It was a struggle, but he managed to climb aboard, exhausted but safe. The gentle current then carried the leaf boat safely to the riverbank. The ant climbed off, dried himself in the sun, and looked up at the tree. He couldn't speak the dove's language, but his heart was overflowing with gratitude. He waved his antennae in thanks and promised himself he would never forget her kindness. A few days later, our little ant was busy gathering fruit near the same spot. As he worked, he noticed a man walking quietly through the trees. The man was a bird catcher, and in his hands, he held a net. The ant watched as the man crept closer and closer to the very tree where his friend, the dove, was peacefully resting, completely unaware of the danger. The bird catcher raised his net, taking careful aim. He was just about to throw it over the unsuspecting dove. The ant's heart pounded in his chest. He had to act fast. There was no time to shout a warning. Without a second thought, the ant scurried as fast as his legs could carry him right up to the bird catcher. He climbed onto the man's bare foot and, with all his might, gave him a sharp, painful bite on the ankle. Ouch! The man yelled, dropping his net in surprise and hopping around in pain. The sudden noise and movement startled the dove. She instantly woke up, saw the net on the ground and the angry man, and understood the danger she was in. She quickly flew away, high into the safety of the sky. As she flew, she looked down and saw the tiny ant on the ground. She knew, without a doubt, that he had just saved her life. The little creature she had helped just a few days ago had returned the favor in the biggest way possible. A small act of kindness had been repaid with the gift of life itself. This simple story of the dove and the ant reminds us of a powerful truth. You never know how or when a small act of kindness will come back to you. The leaf the dove dropped was a small effort for her, but it meant the world to the ant. And the ant's bite, A tiny action from a tiny creature saved the dove's life. In our own lives, we have opportunities every single day to be the dove. Holding a door open for someone, offering a genuine smile, giving a word of encouragement, or helping someone who is struggling. These actions might seem small and insignificant to us, but they could be the leaf that saves someone's day, or even changes their perspective. And just like the ant, we also have the power to repay the kindness we've received. We can be vigilant for those who have helped us and be ready to support them when they need it. It's about creating a cycle of good deeds. One good turn truly does deserve another. Kindness is a language that everyone understands. It costs nothing, but its value is immeasurable. It builds bridges, strengthens communities, and makes the world a better, warmer place for all of us. The next time you have the chance to be kind, no matter how small the act may seem, take it. You might just be dropping a leaf for someone in need, and you never know when a similar kindness will find its way back to you. Thank you so much for watching and sharing this story with me today. If it resonated with you, I'd be so grateful if you'd like this video and subscribe to the channel for more stories that inspire and uplift. Until next time, be kind to one another.